Next, we are going to study about nucleophilic substitution reactions that are happening in alkyl halides. So, before we study nucleophilic substitution reactions, first we will see what is meant by nucleophiles. We know that nucleophiles are represented as Nu-. That is a general representation. From the general representation itself, it is clear that they are electron-rich species. Can be either negatively charged or containing lone pairs. Examples of nucleophiles: X minus means can be fluoride, chloride, bromide or iodide. OH minus, that is hydroxide ion. Ammonia is a nucleophile because there is lone pair on nitrogen. Water is another nucleophile where there is two lone pairs on oxygen. Then Cn minus is known as cyanide ion. H minus is known as hydride ion, etc. There are many examples of nucleophiles. These are only few examples. Now, what is meant by? So, nucleophile, we studied what is meant by nucleophiles. Now, what is meant by a substitution reaction? We know substitution reaction means an atom or a group of atom will be replaced by another atom or another group of atoms. So, nucleophilic substitution means substitution by a nucleophile. That means a stronger nucleophile will be replacing a weaker nucleophile, and such substitution reactions are known as nucleophilic substitution reactions. Now, how we can generally represent a nucleophilic substitution reaction which is taking place in alkyl halides? We know alkyl halides general representation is Rx. So, in Rx there is carbon halogen bond. Okay. So, here I have represented only the carbon halogen CX bond present in an alkyl halide. And we know that here, due to the high electronegativity of halogen, it is delta minus and the carbon is delta plus. And here the alkyl halide is the substrate, means the reactant molecule. And on this substrate, what will be attacking? Nu minus, that is a nucleophile. So, nucleophile is the attacking reagent. So, the attacking reagent will attack on the substrate or the reactant molecule. Here the substrate is alkyl halide containing CX bond. After the attack by a nucleophile, what happens? The X is replaced by or X is substituted by a nucleophile. So, here X is substituted by a nucleophile and that is a product we are getting. And such substitution reactions are known as nucleophilic substitution reaction, and X minus is known as the leaving group. The X minus is known as leaving group. So, this is the general representation of a nucleophilic substitution reaction. Now, in our textbook, so many examples of nucleophilic substitution reactions are given as a table. So, from that we can identify what are the different nucleophiles and what are the different products we are getting when each and every nucleophile substitute halogen atom. When X is replaced by Cn, what is the product name? When X is replaced by OH, what is the product name? So, that is the next topic that we are going to study. So, this is the table given in your textbook. So, here the general representation of a nucleophile is given, that is Rx plus Nu minus. So, Rx is known as the substrate, that is the alkyl halide, and Nu minus is the attacking reagent nucleophile here, and we are getting Rnu, that is the product, and X minus is known as the leaving group. Now, here comes the table showing all the so many examples of nucleophilic substitution reactions. So, the first one, the reagent is NaOH. It is actually aqueous It is actually aqueous NaOH. So the first reagent that we are using is aqueous NaOH. In aqueous NaOH or aqueous KOH, what is the nucleophile present? So each and every column we have to study. In NaOH and KOH, the nucleophile present is OH minus, and OH minus is known as hydroxide ion. This how we should study is when Rx reacts with aqueous NaOH or KOH, what happens? Rx becomes ROH. So X will be replaced by, here the X is replaced by, X will be replaced in the first example, the X will be replaced by OH. And what is the product name? It is alcohol. So when Rx reacts with NaOH or KOH, the nucleophile is OH minus and the product name is alcohol. In the second example, the reagent is H2O. So when alkyl halide reacts with water, which is the nucleophile, water itself is acting as a nucleophile and the product again will be an alcohol. Now the third example is when alkyl halide reacts with RONA, where RONA is known as sodium alkoxide. RONA is known as, or NaOR, it is known as sodium alkoxide. On reaction with alkyl halide, here the nucleophile present is RO minus, because RONA ionization is RO minus and Na plus. So here the nucleophile is RO minus. Study the nucleophile present in each and every reagent. And the substitution product is, and the product that we are getting is known as ethers. So X will be, here X is replaced by OR group. So product name is ethers. So when alkyl halides reacts with sodium alkoxide, the product name is ether and the nucleophile present is RO minus. Now the second one is, the next reagent is NaI. So NaI ionization is Na plus and I minus. So when alkyl halides reacts with NaI, the nucleophile is I minus. So X will be replaced by I and we are getting the product as alkyl iodide. Next one, ammonia is the reagent. Ammonia, the nucleophile is ammonia itself and the product name is, X will be replaced by NH2. So the product will be a primary amine. Now RNH2 is the next reagent. RNH2 is known as primary amine. When primary amine reacts with Rx, the nucleophile itself is RNH2 because there is lone pair on nitrogen, and we are getting secondary amine as the product. Now this is R2NX, that is a secondary amine. When secondary amine reacts, the product will be a tertiary amine. So this you can connect, these three you can connect. When ammonia reacts with alkyl halide, the product will be a primary amine. When primary amine reacts with alkyl halide, the product will be a secondary amine. When secondary amine reacts with alkyl halide, the product will be a tertiary amine. Now the next reagent is how to study each and every reagent. Study as when alkyl halide, when Rx reacts with NaOH, when Rx reacts with water. Next is when RRX, alkyl halide, reacts with KCN. The nucleophile present is Cn minus, where negative charge is on carbon. And the product will be RCN. How we are getting RCN from Rx? X is replaced by Cn minus, that is a nucleophile. X minus is replaced by Cn minus. So X minus is a weaker nucleophile that is replaced by Cn minus, and the product name is cyanides or nitriles. We are getting when alkyl halides react with KCN, the product will be nitriles or cyanides. At the same time, these two are very important questions. When KCN reacts, the product name is, the product will be cyanides or nitriles. But when AgCN reacts, the product will be The X will be replaced by NC. NC is known as isocyanides or isonitrile. So these two are very important. When KCN reacts with RX, we are getting cyanide, that is RCN. But when AgCN reacts with RX, we are getting RNC, and they are known as, such class of compounds are known as isocyanides. Then KNO2, where the nucleophile is ONO, and we are getting as alkyl nitrite. So here also these two are also very important. When alkyl halides, when RX reacts with KNO2, we are getting RONO, where RONO is known as alkyl nitrites. But when AgNO2 reacts with alkyl halides, we are getting RNO2, and that is known as nitroalkane. So here the bonding is through oxygen, and here the bonding is through nitrogen. Both are different. In CN the bonding is through carbon, but in NC the bonding is through nitrogen. Cyanides, isocyanides, and here nitrite and alkyl nitrites and nitroalkanes. And these two are known as, so these four examples are actually showing ambident nucleophiles. Very important question, KCN, AgCN, KNO2, AgNO2. So they are giving different products. With KCN cyanides, but with AgCN we are getting isocyanides. With KNO2 we are getting alkyl nitrite, but with AgNO2 we are getting nitroalkane. Such nucleophiles are known as ambident nucleophiles. Examples, cyanides and nitrites, very important. Groups like cyanides and nitrites possess two nucleophilic centers. In CN, it can bind either through carbon or through nitrogen. If it is binding through carbon, it is cyanide. If it is binding or bonding through nitrogen, it will be NC, isocyanide. So containing two nucleophilic centers are known as ambident nucleophiles. So actually cyanide group is a resonance hybrid of two contributing structures. Therefore, it can act as a nucleophile in two different ways. That is, here in the first structure, the negative charge, this is the resonance hybrid showing. The first structure, the negative charge is on carbon, and the next resonating structure, the negative charge is on nitrogen. That means linking through carbon resulting in alkyl cyanides, and linking through nitrogen leading to isocyanides. Similarly, nitrite ion is also represents an ambident nucleophile with two different points of linkages. The linkage through oxygen results in alkyl nitrites, and through nitrogen leads nitroalkane. So very important points here. Ambident nucleophiles and their examples are repeated board question. Now there is a question. Now there is a give reason question mentioned here. So study the full table with each reagents. Study the reagents. Then in each reagent study what is a nucleophile acting. Study the product names and ambident nucleophiles also. Now there is a very important question. Haloalkanes when reacts with KCN form alkyl cyanides as a main product, while AgCN forms isocyanides. Why? The reason is, when KCN undergoes ionization, we know that it is K plus and Cn minus. Because KCN is an ionic compound, on ionization we will get K plus and Cn minus. Here the negative charge is on carbon. So what is the speciality of Cn minus? See the answer, KCN is predominantly an ionic compound and provides Cn minus ions in solution. So in Cn minus we know that there is lone pair on nitrogen. So nitrogen is also electron rich. Carbon is negatively charged, so carbon is also electron rich. So both the atoms present in Cr are nucleophilic centers. So both carbon and nitrogen atoms are in a position to donate electron pairs. So the attack takes place. Then why it forms only cyanide, CN as the major product, as the product? Because the attack mainly takes place through carbon atom and not through nitrogen, because the carbon-carbon bond is more stable than carbon-nitrogen bond. So that is why KCN forms only cyanides. In the case of AgCN, it is only a covalent compound. When we cannot write the ionization of AgCN as Ag plus and Cn minus. So here Cn, in AgCN, the only nucleophilic center is nitrogen due to the presence of lone pair. So it can bind only through nitrogen. So that is why it forms isocyanides. Okay, so KCN, it is an ionic compound. So it can undergo ionization as K plus and Cn minus. So in Cn minus, both carbon and nitrogen due to lone pair, carbon due to negative charge, both are nucleophilic centers. But since the carbon-carbon bond is more stronger than carbon-nitrogen bond, it forms cyanides. But in the case of AgCN, only it can bind through nitrogen and forms isocyanides. So this is actually an intro about the nucleophilic, different types of, different examples for nucleophilic substitution reactions and different examples of nucleophiles and ambident nucleophiles also.